The Baby Trend Morph and the Uppababy Vista are two amazing single to double strollers at extremely different price points, and you may be confused which one is right for me and for my family. And in this video, I'm going to be doing a full comparison of the Baby Trend Morph and the Uppababy Vista. This video is in partnership with Baby Trend, but all the opinions are my own. So this is the very popular Uppababy Vista, and this is the newer Baby Trend Morph, and they're both single to double strollers, but they're in like a very different price points, right? This is, I have the Uppababy V2 here. V3 is coming to the studio soon, people. Don't worry, but I can put a link below to the V3, but in terms of like the functionality, they're very similar. But this is in the neighborhood reaching towards $1,000. And at this particular moment in time, in fall of 2024, the Morph is $250. So there's like a very big difference in price point between these two things. But the reality is that there are things that are their advantages to the Morph over the Vista. And I'm going to sort of walk you through like why the prices are different, what are the features of these two things, and which one might be right for you and for your family. So very practically, there are more things that like in terms of like material and costs that go into materials, like with a Vista. So for instance, the V2 has a full stroller and a bassinet as two separate components. And if you're thinking very practically, you have like the raw materials of this and the raw materials of this, that's gonna add up in price. And the way this works is you take this off and you pop this in, and now you have a bassinet situation for your Vista. In terms of the Baby Trend, it's different. So and this is like not so uncommon in more like big box-y type brands, that they actually have the seat and the bassinet integrated into one piece. So all you need to do is unclip over here, little clips underneath here, pull this out, and push this down, push, and look. It's flat like this in like a bassinet. So we want our babies in a bassinet because they are, because their like neck muscles are developing when they are first born, and when they are lying completely flat, it's really the best way for them to ride around. So I put it in like this, and then you just push these two buttons on the side, make the seat basically parallel to the ground, push down and pick up the sides here, and there's a little clip here as well, which you'll unclip. Great, so look at this. I've now created a bassinet, so your baby can lie completely flat. This is not like a sleep situation, so you wouldn't be using this for sleep with a bassinet stand in your home, whereas the Vista, you would use this for a bassinet stand in your home. So again, you are really balancing between more things that this can do and more raw materials with something that's like more simple, but very practically, it's great that you can lie flat in both scenarios. Again, with the Vista V3, you're not going to get a bassinet included at all. That is an additional accessory. The other nice thing about the Baby Trend is you can have this in the lower position or the upper position without spending any more money for additional accessories, which again is a nice thing where they're thinking about bringing as much value and convenience for the parents as possible. So what you're going to do is push these two buttons on the side, and then there's these like lower adapters here, adapter here, adapter here, and now you're in the higher position, and you can take that seat and again click it in and have it in the higher position. So you can have the baby facing you like nice and high. With the Vista, here are upper adapters. You have your like periwinkle, your orange dot, periwinkle dot, match them up, but this costs money. Like you have to buy these in addition to get this in the higher position. But the other thing about this is you can't have, when you have the bassinet in the higher position on the Vista, you can't use the second seat at the same time, but that's not the case with the Baby Trend. What you can do is, again, integrated lower adapters as well. Isn't that smart? You don't have, so these are lower adapters on the Vista. You have to, that's going to come with the second seat included. Again, additional cost, but what you'll do is you can buy this extra seat for your Baby Trend, and now you can use this as a double stroller, even with the bassinet in the higher position, which is really cool. Or, as you can imagine, you can turn this back into a single stroller by adjusting the seat back into the normal seat position. Let me show you a little bit about that. So now that I have this in the position, again, you can't have the bassinet on top and the seat on the bottom, but you can take the bassinet and put it on the bottom, and here's the main seat. The main seat holds up to 50 pounds, and you click it on top. So in this situation, you can have the bassinet on the bottom and the seat on top, and here, what you do is, again, you just remove this from the seat, and you're going to adjust, and just put these clips all back together again. Voila, you have this back in this position. All right, and now you have your baby trend in the double position. Now let me show you something right now. This is, again, talking about like what are practically the trade-offs between the two strollers. So what I need to do right now is I need to get this out of the lower position into the higher position. So there are two ways of doing that. The first thing is there are these like buttons on the side which you push, and that adjusts this back up here. But then there's kind of like a second component where you are adjusting this little strap here. Like these straps here on the back are a little bit less of an expensive like mechanism to use, whereas this, to adjust a Vista, you're pushing this button on the top and you're reclining it up and down. So it may like seem like a small thing, but there's a lot of like engineering, extra engineering that goes into making components like that, but it increased the costs. So, but practically, both of them are going to do a really good job sort of reclining and unreclining the stroller. Let me show you how to get this stroller in that position. So I'm going to add a rumble seat to the bottom. Here is a rumble seat. And now you can see they're like in kind of identical positions, right? Also, I just want to point out that the baby trend is a little bit higher. Like it's a higher seat both in the double position and in the single position versus the Vista. Other things that are different between these two strollers, I mean, I think like visually, I think they're also like extremely attractive strollers. And this is just more like a hand feel. There's definitely elevated materials that go into a Vista. Maybe it'll be more durable, maybe it'll last a little longer, but in terms of look, I think this is something that I think Baby Trend really killed, because sometimes when you get more of a big box stroller, they're not always like so attractive, but I think what they did with the Fashions was really terrific, where they really made it look like super premium, even though the actual raw cost of the materials may be a little bit less. So I think if you're looking to like save some money, or if you're on a different type of budget, this is the nice thing about this is you get something that's like really attractive, but again, not at a high price. The other cool thing here is the handlebars. So you have a Reach certified real leather handlebar. This is like really easy. Like this is actual leather. This is leatherette. They're both really comfortable. They're both really durable. And in fact, something I think I really like about the Baby Trend is that you can zip off this if you like want to wash it, or if you don't want it anymore, if it wears down, and then you can just go back down to the normal foam, which I think is really nice. But again, they are really thinking about giving you the most amount of comfort for the things that are really important for you, and like balancing that with value. Another thing that I just like want to point out in terms of like maybe a little bit of a trade-off between the two strollers in terms of like over time is the belly bar. So this is like a really nice, again, this nice leatherette belly bar, but the actual belly bar is like way more plastic. So this feels like a lighter material. It's plastic, but the thing that the child actually will touch is this really like lovely leatherette. It's not a like movable. I'll show you. Like it's a one-step process. Click it in, done. But whereas on a Vista, they have like a higher caliber belly bar that is going to enable you to put your child in and out. but at the same time, like, I don't know, will you even use a belly bar? A lot of people like take off their belly bar and like never actually use it. So these are all things that you could decide if you want to make an investment in a Vista versus using a Morph. It may not be a big deal for you. You may want to get something for $250 versus like $1,000 and sort of like sacrifice this moment in time. They're still really nice padding. The buckle is easy to use. A little bit of an upgraded buckle on the Vista, but there's another feature of the Morph that the Vista doesn't do, which I think is actually extremely cool. So the Morph is a double stroller out of the gate with no other accessories included because they have an integrated bench. Let me show you how that works. So what you'll do is you'll remove the second seat, and this second seat is a product that you have to buy in addition to the main product. But like I said, those lower adapters are easily integrated, like easily integrated in and out. So what you'll do is you'll take that main seat that comes with it, push these two buttons on the side, push this in, and now check this out. There's a bench on the back. So you can have a child sit, you could have a child stand on the sit-in stand, and then you have, so if you have a, say a 3-year-old and a baby, you could have the baby in the seat, and then you even have a little harness to make sure that the child is in properly. So you have like your 3-year-old on the back, your little newborn baby, your like 6-month-old on the front. You can have a child on the back, and you could put an infant car seat on the front. So the cool thing is you can also buy this as a travel system. So you can get a baby trend. If you get a baby trend infant car seat, you can take the infant car seat and you can, the adapters are integrated. So it like works immediately as a travel system. Put your infant on top, your toddler on the bottom, and then what you could do is take your toddler on the bench, and like, again, you have all these different scenarios. If you get a Uppababy infant car seat, either an Aria or one of the Mesas, that's also perfectly integrated to click right into your Vista, so it works for both. But you can also get, which is really nice, you may be thinking to yourself, this Morph for $250 seems like a great idea, but I really want to get a Nuna Pippa infant car seat. So like I want to get a different brand car seat, or a Kiko Keyfit or some other brand car seat. So they make a universal adapter, which is also has like a little nice basket, which you can use like as a basket. It says front, which is really convenient for people. And then you click in your, like this works with a whole host of different infant car seats. It's really, 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 really important that you don't just pop it in and that you use this clip. And you clip it in. Now you have your Pippa on top or and then your seat on the bottom, and you can use this as like an integrated travel system. And this universal adapter is great because really you can choose whatever infant car seat you have. If you get it like from a family member or a friend, you can use that as well, and you can have the peace of mind of knowing that you can use a different infant car seat. But again, if you get a baby trend infant car seat, click it right in, no problem, easy peasy. All right, to fold down your Morph, here's what you do. Again, also adjustable handlebar. While I'm here, you have a telescoping handlebar on your Vista, telescoping, and then you have your like pivoting handle on this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to you put your thumb here on the left, and the little trigger is on the right, and you squeeze down, and it stands on its own. Ta-da! And then for this, again, I'm going to take off your rumble seat. There are ways to fold down the Vista with everything attached, but in my opinion, it takes literally 2 seconds to remove the rumble seat, and I think it fits better in your car. So my recommendation would just be to take the rumble seat off, and then you just fold this right down. And it also stands on its own. So you can see in terms of the space that it takes like very similar amount of space, like very easy. You have like a spring-loaded little latch on the side to open this one up, and then you have like a regular latch on the other side to open this up. There's a little bit more assembly required, but just marginally more assembly required for your Morph versus the Vista. Again, that extra assembly is they're gonna pass along that value to you as a consumer, which I think is really great. And there's an included cup holder versus an accessory, and a little iPhone holder or a Android holder or some sort of cell phone holder, which is really cool. And finally, in terms of like performance and the way these work, they both push like extremely nicely, and they're both put through the same tests to make sure that they last a long time and for durability. So you're really not sacrificing on the longevity of this product, despite the fact that you are getting this at a great price. So anyway, Morph should definitely be on your list. Vista might be the right choice for you as well. And I've done reviews of both of these strollers, full reviews of this, the Morph and the V2 and the V3. I'll put the links below so you can check those out. And if you like this video, please give us a like. And if you want to see more videos like these, please subscribe to Magic Bean's videos today. I'll see you at another video.